If you peel back the layers of modern civilization, you will find that the beating heart of our digital world isn't in the trading pits of Wall Street, nor is it in the halls of Capitol Hill. It lies hidden within a microscopic world 10,000 times thinner than a human hair. And the undisputed ruler of this microscopic realm sits on an island in the Western Pacific, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, better known as TSMC. According to the latest industry data, over 73% of the world's pure-play foundry revenue flows directly into TSMC's pockets. When it comes to the most advanced logic chips, the ones powering generative AI, flagship smartphones, and supercomputers, TSMC's dominance reaches a staggering 90% plus market share. Imagine if TSMC's fabrication plants stopped running tomorrow. What would happen? This isn't just about not being able to buy the latest iPhone. The global automotive industry would grind to a halt within a week. Silicon Valley's trillion-dollar AI bubble would burst overnight, and global financial markets would face an unprecedented meltdown. As semiconductor historian Chris Miller put it, "We have built our entire modern economic structure on a single point of failure." So how did this one company come to control the heartbeat of the global economy? And where is this empire, built on silicon, taking us next? To understand TSMC's power, we have to turn the clock back to 1987. Back then, the rules of the semiconductor industry were simple and ruthless. Giants like Intel were integrated device manufacturers, or IDMs. They controlled everything, designing the chips, building the multi-billion-dollar factories to make them, and handling the packaging and sales. In plain terms, they were the architects, the construction crew, and the real estate developers all at once. Then, in 1987, a 55-year-old semiconductor veteran changed the rules forever. His name was Morris Chang. He saw a blind spot everyone else missed. Designing a chip takes pure creativity, but building a semiconductor manufacturing plant, a fab, is a black hole for capital. Countless brilliant startups with groundbreaking ideas died simply because they couldn't afford a production line. Chang proposed a business model that seemed crazy at the time: the pure-play foundry. TSMC made a remarkably simple promise to the world. You design the blueprint for the mansion, and we'll lay the foundation and build it. We will never sell our own products, so we will never be your competitor. That single promise unleashed a wave of innovation across Silicon Valley. It allowed a new breed of fabless chip companies, those with blueprints but no factories, to thrive. Without TSMC, there would be no Jensen Huang, no Nvidia, no Qualcomm, and no modern AMD. TSMC became the ultimate hyperfactory for the new tech elite. In the 1980s, building a chip factory cost around $200 million. Today, building a state-of-the-art 2-nanometer fab costs upwards of $20 billion to $25 billion, roughly equivalent to building 2 entire aircraft carrier strike groups. By pooling orders from hundreds of global clients, TSMC achieved unprecedented economies of scale, using the world's capital to fuel its own R&D. The arms race of capital and technology had officially begun. If you ask a Wall Street fund manager why Samsung and Intel can't catch TSMC, they won't lecture you on complex physics. They'll show you just one metric: capital expenditure, or CapEx. In the semiconductor industry, CapEx is your ticket to play. If you don't pour tens of billions of dollars into the latest equipment every single year, you drop out of the race instantly. To meet the exploding global demand for AI chips, TSMC's annual capital budget regularly tops tens of billions of dollars, a figure larger than the entire national defense budget of many medium-sized countries. This creates a devastating economic black hole effect. The more money TSMC makes, the more it can spend on R&D and equipment. The more it spends, the cheaper and more advanced its chips become, attracting even more customers. Rivals aren't just fighting physics, they're fighting cold, hard math. To etch billions of transistors onto a piece of silicon the size of a fingernail, you need the world's most expensive and complex machinery, extreme ultraviolet, or EUV, lithography machines made by the Dutch giant ASML. If shrinking nanoscale nodes is like fitting more residents into a microscopic city, EUV is the precision light scalpel thousands of times finer than a human hair that makes it possible. But owning the best scalpels doesn't guarantee you can cook a Michelin star meal. TSMC's true secret weapon comes down to one phrase: yield rate. In plain English, yield rate is your baking success rate. If only 50% of the chips on a manufactured wafer are defect-free, your production costs double. But if your yield rate hits 80% or higher, your profit margins shoot through the roof. When TSMC rolled out its 2-nanometer process with remarkably high yields, competitors were still bogged down around 50%. That 30% yield gap translates into billions of dollars in net profit, a moat wide enough to bleed any challenger dry. As physical miniaturization hits its limits, TSMC has opened a second moat: advanced CoWoS 3D packaging. Put simply, if you can no longer cram more transistors onto a single chip, TSMC stacks and connects multiple chips together like Lego bricks. Today, from flagship AI GPUs to custom cloud silicon, almost every cutting-edge processor relies on this proprietary packaging. As TSMC executives famously noted, the bottleneck today isn't whether customers want to buy, it's that our capacity is limiting our customers' growth. For decades, people in Taiwan spoke of a concept known as the silicon shield. The logic was straightforward. As long as TSMC held the key to global chip manufacturing, Western powers, especially the United States, could never afford to let anything happen to the island. Losing TSMC would mean severing the lifeline of the modern Western economy. To politicians in Washington and Brussels, however, that very shield looks increasingly like a ticking geopolitical time bomb. Past supply chain crunches delivered a harsh wake-up call to the Western world. A shortage of basic chips alone cost the global auto industry hundreds of billions of dollars. If TSMC's advanced chip production were cut off, the result wouldn't just be an economic recession, it would be a catastrophic stroke for global industrial civilization. Over 90% of the world's most advanced logic chip manufacturing is concentrated on a single island. This extreme single point of failure keeps Western policymakers up at night. Strategists in Washington realized that it isn't just iPhones and electric vehicles that depend on TSMC. Even F-35 stealth fighters and precision missile systems rely on advanced chips made in Taiwan. The flip side of the silicon shield is a deep, unpredictable risk. The time had come to change the rules of the game. To defuse this time bomb, Western governments launched the largest state interventions in their economies in half a century. The US passed the CHIPS and Science Act, allocating $52.7 billion in direct subsidies, while the European Union quickly followed with its own €43 billion European Chips Act. Their goal was singular: bring manufacturing home. Faced with immense geopolitical and customer pressure, TSMC made a historic move. Step outside Taiwan and launch a global expansion. From Arizona to Kumamoto, Japan to Dresden, Germany, TSMC is pouring hundreds of billions into building new fabs worldwide. Yet, forcing a reversal of economic realities comes at a steep price. Early in this overseas push, TSMC founder Morris Chang offered a stark warning. Manufacturing chips in the US costs 50% to 100% more than in Taiwan. Semiconductors are the ultimate product of free trade and comparative advantage. It took Taiwan 40 years to build a unique ecosystem of specialized materials, equipment suppliers, engineering talent, and a hyper-efficient one-hour supply chain cluster. You can build a factory in the Arizona desert, but you cannot replicate 4 decades of industrial fabric overnight. Cultural friction, labor shortages, and skyrocketing construction and operational costs have made TSMC's global journey a bumpy one. While the Kumamoto plant moved quickly, thanks to massive Japanese government subsidies covering over 50% of costs, broader delays and cost overruns reveal an unavoidable economic truth: diversification buys security, but you pay for it with extreme inefficiency. In the coming years, every phone, computer, and EV you buy will carry a higher price tag due to this geopolitical fragmentation. For 30 years, the global economy ran on a rule of ultimate efficiency: produce wherever it is cheapest and most effective. TSMC was the crowning achievement of that hyper-globalized collaboration. Over the next 30 years, the rulebook has changed to one driven by security first. TSMC is more than just a corporation. It is a mirror reflecting the tough choices of our era, the push and pull between efficiency and security, collaboration and confrontation. As world powers attempt to spread this silicon across the globe, they aren't just moving factories, they are rewriting the operating system of modern civilization. In an age built on data and transistors, whoever controls the rules of the microscopic world holds the keys to our macro future. So, what do you think? Can Western nations truly break their reliance on TSMC by pouring billions into local supply chains? Or will this just lead to overpriced electronics and massive market gluts? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of high-stakes tech and finance, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel,